1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 My levels, are they good? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Live in the place for you. It's Raphie Dawkins Combat Radio. We're running a few minutes after schedule. My bad. It's Boxing Talk with Raphie, Saturday edition. And to populate the area, I forgot to do a reminder card. I forgot to make a reminder card to be there so people could click the reminder button. So, and I'm in a different screen now, so I don't know what's going on. But what we're going to do is we're going to warm in like we usually do with here's one I made earlier, creations to allow the area to populate. That's if everybody's not outside on this warm and sunny, if slightly muggy Saturday. What is the date? What is the date? Saturday, the 25th of May, 12:45 p.m. UK time. Anyway, we're going to start it off nice and sweetly for you to allow the area to populate. Yes, yes, yes. Raphie Dawkins Combat Radio. If you have not subscribed already, please kindly do so. And today, we're talking about Deontay Wilder's co-manager, Shelly Finkel's statement. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Deontay Wilder's co-manager, Shelly Finkel, said that he's in talks with Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Luis Ortiz's camps regarding a blockbuster heavyweight or a series of blockbuster heavyweight showdowns. After WBC champion Wilder made Dominic Breazeale his 40th victim, the 40th victim of his right hand, talk turned to what is next for the 33-year-old Wilder. Both Tyson Fury and promoter Eddie Hearn claim the Bronze Bomber will rematch Cuban southpaw Ortiz in his next defense. However, Shelly Finkel, Wilder's co-manager, denies the Ortiz rematch has been finalized. The veteran boxing chief explained talks are still ongoing with Joshua's U.S. network, DAZN, through executive skipper John Skipper and Fury's American promotion Top Rank. So, talks are ongoing. Talks are continuing. What does he say further on? Finkel said, no, the Ortiz rematches are not true. That is something we're working on right now. Hopefully by next week it will be resolved. I had dinner the other night with John Skipper. We discussed the Joshua fight, and I've also been in touch with Top Rank. In the next 2 weeks, everything will be done. It will be said publicly what we're doing, and I believe the UK fans will also be happy. Finkel's reveal comes as welcome news for UK fans, who also feared an undisputed showdown with Joshua or a rematch against Fury would be shelved in favor of other options. While Wilder had also chosen to walk away from a proposed 3-fight deal offered by Dance to stick with Showtime and box Breezel. This cast doubt that Wilder, despite being a freelancer in terms of networks, could make a shift to compete on rival networks. However, Finkel confirmed a green light for his client to fight on either platform would be possible. So we know that's possible. We know it's very possible. Let's go further on into the article. Finkel added, these two fights are important for the fighters and the sport. They will both happen. When it's ready, a fight will be made. Bob Arum will make a fight with us. That is not an issue. We can also do something with the zone. They are not issues. There is not an issue with the zone. There is not an issue with making this fight. Joshua's promoter Eddie and Barry Hearn admittedly had a turbulent past with Finkel and the rest of Wilder's management team. However, as relations are good with the zone chief, John Skipper, Wilder's co-manager confirmed he will work with Hearns on making the undisputed fight. Finkel goes on to say, instead of dictating, that's just not going to work. I've had a very good rapport with John Skipper, and I believe this fight will happen. I believe the fight will happen with John and I working with Eddie and Barry. Skipper and Finkel will both attend Joshua's next fight, the unified title defense against Andy Ruiz on June the 1st. But Wilder will not be present. Finkel said, I'm going to the fight with John on June the 1st, the Joshua fight. Joshua didn't come to Deontay's fight against Breezel. He was in New York or somewhere around here. So there's no reason for Wilder to go to Joshua's fight. And those were the words of Deontay Wilder's co-manager, Shelly Finkel. So it looks as if my assessment now, time for my assessment. It appears as if the pressure we as fans have applied to Deontay Wilder is finally beginning to pay off. It looks like we saw how he responded in the ring. We saw how it was put on him. Was his name Jim Gray? Jim Gray, the in-ring interviewer. At the end of Deontay's fight with Breezel, we saw how Jim Gray put it on him. He put it on him. And he had Wilder looking lost for words. It was lost for words, very rare that Wilder is lost for words, but he was lost for words. They put it on him. He put it on him. And Wilder had to come up with the goods. He's obviously had to instruct. He's had to instruct his people. He's had to say, listen, we've got to get this thing done. We've got to get this thing done. And so now, at last, finally, there is movement. There is forward movement. Something's going to happen within 2 weeks. We should expect some type of announcement as to whether Wilder will finally step up to the plate and face Anthony, the landlord, Joshua, in the ring. And it's good news because it seems as if they're talking about one fight in the UK and one fight in the USA. So all fans have something to look forward to. It's certainly going to be a blockbuster. Who's not going to want to be at that fight? After all this marinating, after all this talk, finally, it looks like we're going to get some kind of a result. Some kind of a result. This clip's funny as hell. At last, looks like we're gonna get some movement. So what say you? What do you have to say? You as the fans. Let me know. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon. The notification. And remember the multiple live podcasts that we do on this channel. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. UK time. Saturday, 12:30 in the afternoon UK time. It's Raphie Dawkins, Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'm out. Yes, yes, yes. So we are live. I'm just looking for myself. I'm looking for myself. Which window am I in today? Right. Let me find myself. Let me find myself. We are live now. So let me head on in. Okay. Okay. So let's get situated with this thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. How are my levels? First of all, how are my levels? First of all, good morning. Good morning to all. And how are my levels? There's a feedback or there's a time delay on this thing. So I don't see your responses for a good few seconds. Levels are good. Levels are good. Session has begun. Okay. I'm gonna leave the shout outs for a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Leave the shout outs for a little bit. Let the area get populated. Turn myself up in the cans. Turn myself up in the cans. Okay, let me get my topic sheet. Okay, and you are now officially in tune to live lunchtime boxing talk with Raphie. And this is a heavyweight special, kind of a continuation from last night. Now, I was just going through my editing screen and I noticed, actually, I could go back in there right now. I could go back in there right now and take a peek. I was just going through my editing screen and I noticed that I have miscounted. Where are we? Where are we? Oh, my word. I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. Where's the beats? Where are my beats? There we go. It's only official when I hear the drums. When I hear the sound of the drums, that's when it becomes official. We are now official. This is now officially live lunchtime boxing talk with Raphie. It's official now. I like the screen that I see. I might use that more often. Okay, I realize that I've miscounted. Live boxing talk with Raphie, which is the weekday thing, week evening thing. I've got two of those that says 12. So the last one was actually 13. And this, I'm going to count these as separate ones, I think. Although it's going to be confusing. These live boxing talk, this lunchtime boxing talk with Raphie, I think these are going to have their own numbers. There might have people who prefer these, so they want them numbered. So I think I'm going to have to give these their own numbers. I think this is this the second or the third one? This is the third one. I think the second one was an impromptu, I think this is the third one. Tommy, do you think this is the second or the third boxing talk with Raphie? Is this the second or the third? I can't remember. But anyway, I've got two 12s. So really, the Wednesday show was a 13, I think. 11, 12, yeah. The Friday show was a 14. Where are we? The Monday show was a 12. That was a legit 12. The Wednesday show was a 13. And the Friday show was a 14. And actually, because I like to take care of business, I like to rectify things on the move, on the go. I'm actually changing those numbers as we speak. So now, the Wednesday show is now legitimately a 13. And I'm editing as we speak. And now the Friday show will show as a 14. Episode 14. Yes, it's now legit. Everything is straight. And I'm not going to mess with the title of this one while we're live. I don't want any mishaps or accidents. No mishaps or accidents. The beats, yes, Tommy, the beats are in. Yeah, I think it's the third one. I'm not 100% sure. I'll check back after the show and correct anything that needs to be corrected. Okay, people are now populating the area. Everybody do me a favor and smash that like button. Smash that like button live as we speak. Hit it hard. Yes, I see it moving. Smash it. Hit it. Okay. The area is slowly but surely populating. People are beginning to wake up. People are getting their notifications. I've already played the intro video. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first roll call. Okay. In the house. Tommy Temper. We have the Tommy Temper. We have the unemployed Mario Yamasaki. One of the best referees the UFC has ever seen. We have the John Daly. I'm going to go with John Daly. Yes. John Daly is from my neck of the woods. Good to have you in here, John. I think you were in here yesterday, but I didn't recognize your, what is that? Your avatar, your picture? I hadn't noticed that. I saw the name, didn't see the avatar, but now I've made the connection. John is from my neck of the woods. Congratulations. I mean, glad to have you in here, John. Who else we got? Who else have we got? Of course, we have the PED. We have our resident PED expert, the PED. The PED. Big up to you, Peds. Good to have you. I know you're playing with your kitten right about now. I guess he's growing by the day. Okay, right. Everybody smash the like button. That's excellent. Right, we got two people who haven't smashed the like button. Stop being naughty. Repping daily. Repping regularly. Ped The day one guy. Absolutely. Ped and Tommy. Day ones. Okay. So let's warm straight into this. Let's warm straight in. As per usual, I'm looking at my list. It's a Saturday show, so it's shorter. Trying to decide where do we begin. Where do we begin? As per usual, I like to warm in gently. And then as the show goes on, we go deeper. So as we start, as you know, I always like to start in the shallow end. I always like to start in the shallow end. Okay, so where is the shallow end today? I think I found it. I think I have found the shallow end. Tommy Temper, Asped, how do you get past the VADA testing? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. As a matter of fact, I know exactly where we're going to start. I know exactly where we're going to start. I found the shallow end. First question of the day. First question of the day. What is your interest levels on a scale of 1 to 10? I like audience participation. What is your interest levels on a scale of 1 to 10 with the Pacquiao v. Thurman? What is your interest levels on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me know in the chat. So 1 being the least, 1 being non-interested, 10 being extremely interested and anticipating. Get those numbers in. Get those numbers in with your true thoughts. There's no right or wrong answer, as you know. No right or wrong answer. Get those numbers in. Everybody in the chat, get those numbers in. Yeah, I think it's June the 20th. Don't quote me on that. I haven't got the page up. I think it's sometime in June, latter part of June, June the 20th. Okay. So let's respond to that. Let's respond to the answers. Okay. My view is, hey, Tommy, do you want to jump on or no? It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory at all. But I was just thinking maybe I should get second opinions, another perspective on things. Another perspective. But let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and give you my view, my perspective on things. Now, this fight, my view is that I expressed this opinion the other day. Yeah, no problem. Just let me know when you're ready, Tommy, and I'll send you the link. My view is that Pacquiao has had a long and storied career. Long and storied. And there is absolutely no need for Pacquiao at this stage of his career. There is absolutely no need for him to be continually fighting. He's done everything that he needs to have done in his career. And I don't see him making it back to the championship fight. Done everything he needs to do. Why risk it with these young guns? Yes, he is still highly skilled. Yes, he is still better than most. But at 40, what's the point? What's the point? Surely it can't be the money. Surely he's salted enough of his cash away. I know he had some financial dispute over some perceived financial irregularity with Bob Arum. I understand that, but surely the man's not hurting for money. And surely in this game of boxing, you want to get out while the going's good. You don't. It's not the type of occupation. It's not the type of game where you want to stick around for too long. Sticking around for too long in this game can surely, surely impinge upon one's health. So, yes, Tommy, I see you. So, surely at this stage in the game, it's time for Pacquiao to be getting out while the going's good. Surely to goodness, that is what he should be doing. That is my position on the matter. Do I think he can beat? Do I think he can come in nice and low, Tommy? When you come in nice and low, save the eardrums. Do I think that he can beat Thurman? I most certainly do. I do think he can beat Thurman. But it's very close, to my mind, it's very close to a 50-50. Thurman came back rusty last fight after a 2-year layoff. Taken two. Hey, I hear Tommy. I hear Tommy Temper. Thurman came in after a 2-year layoff, came in rusty. I'm not expecting the same rusty Thurman this time around. Yes, Tommy, I see you. I'm not expecting the same rusty Thurman this time around. So it's going to be, I'm expecting a close fight. But either way, I think it's fair to call Pacquiao a legend of the game, a modern day legend of the game. I think it's fair to say that. I don't like seeing these modern day legends sticking around too long. I don't like it. Tommy Temper, my friend. Say hello to the peeps.
Yes, Raph. I'm a levels.
Yes, yeah, you're decent. You're good. But
Okay. I'm not using the headset.
You're not using that. That's my ears, Tommy. you cleared out my earwax last time, Tommy.
Sorry about that.
That's no problem. That's no problem. Good to have you on, Tommy. As you know, this is Tommy Temper, one of my moderators, actually my very first moderator, and my collaborator. I bounce ideas off him, as well as the PED expert in the building. I bounce ideas off these guys. So it's very good to have them. They're an asset to my operation. And of course, Tommy Temper has his own channel, so feel free to go over there and check him out. But first things first, Tommy, the area is populating. People, smash that like button as you come on in. Muchos grazie. Yeah, Tommy, your view on the firstly, your view on Pacquiao coming back, or on his comeback, continuing to fighting Thurman. Just your general overview of this situation. You happy that he's back, etc.?
Yeah, I do think that Pacquiao should have retired a couple of years ago, but the fact that he's still fighting and he's still looking good, I don't really have anything against that. But it's just a matter of time before Father Time catches up with him. He might get old in the ring whenever he steps in with Thurman.
Yeah, that's my concern. That's what sorry to interrupt you, but that's the thought that I hate. The thought that I hate is a fighter of Pacquiao's caliber getting old in the ring, which is highly probable. But carry on, sorry.
No, that's fine. And Thurman is a very dangerous opponent, and he can sleep you. That being said, Thurman's vulnerable to the body.
Yes.
And I like to think that Pacquiao bangs pretty good to the body. So it's going to be a cagey fight, I think. Whoever can establish their will early should pull ahead. But there's so many variables to this fight. If this fight happened maybe 2-3 years ago, I would have thought Thurman had not no chance, but it would have been an uphill struggle for him.
Yeah, but it's happening now, and there's variables involved.
Mm-hmm. Who was Pacquiao's last fight? That was Broner, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Broner. he pretty much shut out Broner, or Broner shut out himself. Depends on which way you look at it.
Mm. And if anything, that might have made Pacquiao look better than he actually is at this point in his career, if you
Yes,
understand what I'm saying.
yes, totally, totally. Because Broner just wasn't throwing.
No, he wasn't. He was just shelling up.
He was just shelling. Broner was just shelling up. It was one of the most ridiculous things that I have ever seen. Defensively, Broner looked very, very good. But that's partially because he wasn't throwing any damn punches. If you're standing there with your hands up, covering your head for 12 rounds, if essentially, of course you're going to be decent defensively, and he's got some movement. But yeah, I think that that Broner fight potentially could have made Pacquiao, like you said, made him look better than he otherwise would have done if he was in there against somebody who's throwing back. And so my fear, perhaps it's unwarranted, but my fear is that Pacquiao could get old in the ring. And I really see no need for it. I think as much as we criticize, as I just realized I call this thing the heavyweight special and we're talking about Pacquiao. But anyway, there are plenty of contradictions in life, my friends. So, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Pacquiao. Mayweather. Now we're talking about Mayweather. Mayweather, as much as we can criticize him, I think he did something which I always admire in fighters. He finished at the top.
Yeah.
He finished at the top. Lennox Lewis finished at the top. Marvin, I was going to say...
The other thing...
I was going to say Marvin Gaye there. Marvin Hagler. Yeah, he finished with a loss, but he finished at the top. A disputed loss to Sugar Ray Leonard. Come in, Tommy.
The other thing about this fight is that apparently there's going to be no drug testing. So if Pacquiao looks like he was 10 years ago, I'm going to think he's on something.
Why the hell would anybody take a fight with Pacquiao with no drug testing?
Money.
Yeah.
Money must be right.
The money must be right.
And I'm speculating here, maybe it suits Thurman because there's a possibility that if he's happy with no drug testing, maybe he's on something himself.
Oh, maybe.
But obviously, it's just speculation.
Obviously, it's speculation. We're not now we're not lawyers. The disclaimer is we're not lawyers or medical professionals. So this is mere speculation. But
just an opinion.
Just an opinion. Just an opinion. No legal teams, please. No legal teams. It's a limited company, limited liability. Yeah. So. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. So there's another variable for anybody who's a betting man. I think my bet just swung. Had I have known that, I think now that there's no drug testing, my bet may have changed. It may influence my decision. But as I was saying, yeah, good point. As I was saying, I like the guy, although it's a rare thing. I like the fact that your Mayweather finished at the top. I like the fact that Lennox Lewis knew when to get out, finished at the top. I like the fact that Marvin Hagler, although he finished on a loss, it was to one of the legends of the game, Sugar Ray Leonard, and it was a disputed loss. And interestingly,
Hagler won that fight.
Yeah, well, there we go. I mean, after Muhammad Ali, Hagler's my favorite fighter. But
to be fair to what you said about Mayweather, I mean, his last fight, he just fought a big leprechaun. So can you really count that one? Oh no, it wasn't that. Oh, he fought the little tiny midget in Japan. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean that.
Forgot about that fight too.
Yeah, to me, I'm not even counting that because that was an exhibition. That was classified as an exhibition. So when I say when he finished, who was his last fight officially? Do we know?
The Yakuza guy.
Okay. Oh yeah. But nonetheless, he finished at the top. You know, he finished at the top. Um, and
Yep.
I
Yep.
have to, I appreciate when a fighter knows when to get out of the game. And my fear is that Pacquiao does not know when to get out of the game. And as a legend of the sport, a latter day legend of the sport, I feel that's slightly unfortunate. But obviously, there could be money issues. He had money issues with, reputed to have money issues with Bob Arum, Bob Arum's top rank. And so, if that's
And
the
the
case,
taxman.
and the taxman, money issues with the taxman. So clearly, there is reason for us to surmise that he could be in the game still for money. And if so, you can't hate on a man for making money or wanting to make money for himself and his family, secure his family's future. You know, the term generational
But
wealth, the term generational wealth has been mentioned several times of late. And I understand that.
mhm.
I understand that. Yes, Tommy, come in.
I was just wondering where Pacquiao's money has gone because he's made hundreds of millions.
It is incredible to me that a man who's
He kind
been
of given it all away.
it's incredible to me that a man that has made so much money in his career could be fighting for money. That's astonishing. That's astonishing. Who would he have given the money away to?
In the Philippines, maybe to projects. It's the only thing I can logically think of.
Yeah, well, in those kinds of countries, there is a culture of giving money away. There is a culture
Hmm.
of that. In Africa, we see a lot of the footballers. There is a culture of giving not just to their families, but to extended families and charities. There is a massive culture of giving back to the community that you came from. There's a massive culture of that. I remember seeing a video of this. I think he was some kind of African pop star, or he's a big man in the community. I don't know, pop star or politician, something like that. And he was in the back of an expensive van or people carrier, something like that, and the window was open, and there was crowds around the car as this car went through the streets, and the window was open, and he was just giving money, literally give handing money out through the window, and people cheering him as he went along, and they had their hands out, and he was just peeling off notes and giving it to people as the car slowly progressed through the crowd. There is a culture of that in third world countries, giving money away.
Hmm.
So yeah, we don't know how much he's giving away, but he's clearly still fighting. So I guess as a boxing fan, we have to appreciate that. But in conclusion to this particular topic, I certainly hope that he can get out with all his wits about him and he doesn't stay around for too long. That said, I am expecting an extremely interesting fight. And so ultimately, I would have to say I am looking forward to it. And I would give it a rating of perhaps a 7. I'll give it a 7. But my wish is that he gets out of the game healthy and soon for his own good. Your
What's your
conclusion?
prediction?
My prediction was that Thurman was going to edge it. Now I know that there is no drug testing for the fight. I'm not implying anything. Now I know that there is no prediction testing for the fight. I would have to change my position and lean slightly towards Pacquiao. I don't see him knocking out Thurman. Pacquiao by points is my prediction, my new prediction. Before it was Thurman by points, I've switched now to Pacquiao by points. Now that I know there's no testing involved. What's your prediction, Tommy?
I don't think this fight's going the distance.
Oh,
Someone's getting knocked out.
wow, wow, wow. Who do you
Who it
think?
is,
Yeah,
I don't know. Flip a coin. I'm stuck on this one. I think if Pacquiao can get to Thurman's body,
yeah.
then he'll go for the knockout.
Wow, wow, wow.
Because Thurman was hurt by Oh my God, who was the guy that Ricky Hatton beat for the welterweight title? Luis Calazo.
Right. Yeah.
Now he's a decent puncher, but he's not a massive puncher. He really hurt Thurman, and I think Pacquiao's got a lot more power than Calazo, and obviously Pacquiao's a southpaw as well.
Yes.
So
yes. Yes.
interesting dynamics.
It's a very interesting dynamics. It's actually a very interesting fight. The more I talk about it, the more I think about it. The more I think about it, I think the greater the likelihood that you could be right. Indeed, you could be right. Okay, so we're both giving our predictions. So now I'm going to go into the chat. People have populated the area. Smash that like button, folks. Let me go way back. Way back. Right, that's where I ended. Okay. Okay, where are we going to start? John Daly. I think he needs the money. I think Pacquiao needs the money. A lot of people rely on him in the Philippines. Yes. Ped agrees. He heard that too. Nelly is in the house. Good to have you, Nelly. God of War is in the house. Yes. The monster has returned. The monster is in the house. Asta Rivas for AJ after he beats White. The monster always coming with that alternative view. That's okay. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go with you this stream, monster. The pet says I'm on every stream. Just when I don't talk now, I'm usually trying to get the kitten to sleep or something. He's a handful. Okay. Jim Reaper is in the house. He's going to listen while you train. Yes, Jim, get that training in. Appreciate it. And smash that like button, which I know you probably have already. Wicked. Good to have you. Not many can hang it up at the top. Yeah. It's an addictive thing. This fighting game is an addictive thing. And it takes guys a few losses sometimes to realize they should hang it up. Hang them up. I hear that. Ped, did you see Pacquiao's calves against Broner? Yeah. Bigger than most people's biceps. Big. Big as hell. How many times was Wilder tested to get ahead of Breezel? He put a stone on. Yeah. That's interesting. The WBC clean boxing program is supposed to be some of the best testing in the world, but is it? That is a question. That is a question. I can't answer it, but it certainly is a question. John Dealey says, are you sure, Ped? What about the WBC clean boxing? Yeah, it's a good question. Ped, they wanted their champion to look like a heavyweight, rather than a cruiserweight. Ped, I've listened to interviews with the likes of Kaufman, who said of him and us and Ortiz had zero drug testing. Wow. Kaufman. Hey, Ped, if you can put a link to any of Kaufman's utterances, if you can put a link in, paste a link into the chat, if it's not too inconvenient for you, that would be appreciated. Or if you don't want to do it now, you can do it later. You can actually post a link when this is being uploaded later on. So if you don't want to do it now, you can do it later. That's perfectly cool. But I would appreciate that. I'd like to read some of that stuff. Ped, it's rife over there. That's why AJ pays for it. Well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. It wouldn't surprise me, says Ped. USA is the home of steroid development, Diana Ball. Ped, you actually, oh no, John said that. John Deely said that. Yeah, that's correct. Ped is actually sounding like a pet expert. Ped, is that where you get your name from? That's a serious question now. I'm beginning to wonder. Is that where you got your name from, PED? Is that what it stands for? You got me wondering. You got me curious now, Ped. Nelly says, I don't know. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully he didn't dose up. Jim Reaper, who gives a flying if he did or didn't? How does that affect his boxing skills? Well, okay. Let me respond to that. Jim, I think it's one of the first times we've had you in the chat. That's good. Good to have you in the chat. I know you're in the videos a lot. That's great. But I don't recall seeing you in the chat. Am I right or am I wrong? Is this the first time? Anyway, to address the question from Jim the Reaper, the Jim Reaper, sorry, who asked the question, who gives a flying if he did or didn't? How does that affect his boxing skills? Well, I'll attempt to answer that one. When a fighter uses PEDs, what it does is it enables them to recover faster. Well, A, train harder, and B, recover faster. So, if you're looking at training camp, a 12-week training camp, 2 workouts per day, maybe a couple of rest days. Yeah. Well, not even a couple. It's like 1 rest day because oftentimes they train on the Sunday morning. So it's like 5 Monday to Friday and then the Saturday morning session. And then they have, after the Saturday morning session, they have the whole of Saturday and Sunday off to recover. But you look at those 2 sessions a day. If the using fighter is recovering faster after his first session of the day, then he goes into his second session fresher. Now, also, if he's able to work harder during his first session, recover better after his first session, goes into the second session more recovered, and is able to train harder due to his supplementation in the second session also. You're saying, well, 30% more. You're giving 30% more each session, at least 25. Let's say 25% more each session. You're recovering much faster. Let's say 50% faster. And then you're giving another 25% more in the evening session. So, in answer to your question, that's a significant advantage over a non-using fighter. So, does it help his technique? Well, yeah. If he's working on technique, I'd have to say it helps his technique. It helps him to be sharper in his execution of his technique. So, yeah, I would say that if you're working with a technical coach, then it would help your technique for sure. For sure. And you certainly go into the fight stronger and more recovered than your opponent. So I would say, yes, if you're working with a technical coach, it helps your technique for sure. For sure. Fat Apples is in the house. Raphie, what's up? Yeah, I'm good, man. You? It seems that Fury hadn't given his purse away, but that needs to be confirmed. It seems that Fury hadn't. That's from Tommy Temper. Tommy Temper, what's the source of your statement? Do you have a source for that? What's the source of your statement, my dear fellow?
Sorry, Raf, could you just repeat that question?
Yeah, no problem. You said that it seems that Fury has not given his purse away. You wrote that in the chat.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn claims that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I can't remember why he said that and what his information is. So that's why I said it needs to be confirmed.
Yes. I get
so the
you.
rumor is that he hasn't given it away.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
so
I saw that.
Yeah. What was it? 4 million?
He was supposed to be
4 or 5 million he got for that fight.
Well, sure, it's supposed to be anywhere from 5 million to 7 million, anywhere from 5 to 7.
Okay.
But yeah, he's not said I gave it to this place, I given it to that place or whatever. You know, there's been no confirmation on where that money has gone. There's been no receipts. We have not seen any receipts. I don't think Fat Apples. I don't understand why people think Wilder has raised his value from the last fight. He did. He did. Yeah, just hit that mute for me, Tommy, for a second.
Sorry.
No, no problem. I don't understand why people think Wilder has raised his value from the last fight. He did 800K free views, which was less than Stavern. He can't prove that he even deserves 40%, much less 50. I am agreement with Fat Apples on this point, as I've outlined on several occasions, and I will continue to outline. Miller told on the vid he did how Miller told on the Miller stated on a video how bad the drug testing is, how poor the drug testing is, said Ped. Fat Apples, the WBC clean boxing program. Yeah, who runs it? Brett Yomark, also in the PBC. Hold on. We got breaking news. We have breaking news. This is something I did not know. According to Fat Apples, the WBC clean. I'm gonna have to write this down because this is a topic in itself. Let me get this keyboard out the way. Let me write this down. This is a topic in itself that I'm going to have to look into. Okay. Brett Yomark. Runs the WBC clean boxing program. That is a research topic for me. So that's an allegation there. I don't know about the validity of it. I've just seen that for the first time. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Fat Apples, if you have any further information on that, if you could forward that, that would be much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, where are we? I don't think that the VADA can be beaten, says Tommy Temper. I concur. They're very official. Very official. They seem like the VADA testing is the preeminent one. Ped, I'll need to search it. This was when the fight was on. Okay, no problems, Ped. No problems. Just enjoy the show. I can have a look myself also. Nelly, I don't believe he got 10 million for the Brazil fight either, as it was a mandatory fight and it was on free to air. Well, the numbers don't add up, Nelly. If you listen to the live boxing talk with Raphie from last night, it's a very interesting show. It's one of the best yet. And we went into this allegation of 10 mil. Yes, Pet. Yes, Tommy. I hear you. You want to jump in?
I just wanted to talk. Yeah, I just want to talk about the numbers. If Brazil got 1.5 million and that equals 30%,
Yes.
yeah, then 1.5 is 30, then 10% is 500,000.
Yeah.
Is that right? Have I got my numbers wrong? 500,000
Well,
times
if 1.2 is 30%, if 1.2 is 30%, then you have to times that by 3. So I call it.
No. If let's 1.2 equals 30%, so divide that by 3 and you get 10%, and then multiply that figure by 10, or sorry, by 7, and then you get the remainder of the pie.
Okay. So I haven't got a calculator with me just now. Well, actually, I do. 1 second. Let's do this live on air. This is some live calculations. This is some live calculations going on, folks. Let me get my phone out. These things are marvelous. So, Tommy, what did you say? 1.2.
Is that what Brazil? I thought it was 1.5 that he got paid, but anyway.
No, it's 1.2. You say divide
so
that
divide
by
that 3 to get 10%.
3 equals, that's is 0.4. Yeah, 0.4.
And then multiply that by 7.
Times that by 7 equals 2.8 million. So what's that figure?
No, that can't be right. Is it 2.8? So the purse,
Yeah.
if the splits are 70-30, and we know for a fact what Dominic got as 30%,
Yeah.
then if we can extrapolate what the remainder is, then we know what the fight was worth.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my Stone Age. I'm gonna go with my Stone Age maths. So I'm gonna say 1.3. I'm gonna go to 1.3 instead of 1.2, as being 1.3 as being 30% around about. So 1.3, and I'm gonna times that by 3
million, isn't it?
And it's 3.9.
3.69, yes.
So I've come up with 3.9. That's what 1.3 is 30%. I come up with 3.9. So according to my rough mathematics, Wilder's purse would have been in the region of 3.94 mil if Dominic Brazil received 30%, which obviously is a mandatory he would have had to receive. So Wilder's purse was somewhere in the region of 3.9% according to WBC regulations. So the question becomes, where did the extra come from? Or was there any extra? Or was that extra figure claimed merely to boost his asking price against Anthony Joshua, the landlord? That is the speculation going around right now. It's gaining traction. People don't believe that Wilder received 10 million for this free, or it's not free because you have to pay for the app, but for this non-pay-per-view event, when all the calculations suggest the 10 million was his upper payment limit in the fight versus Fury. Come in, Tommy.
Is there any way of confirming how much Showtime, not anyone else, how much Showtime have paid if they have paid him already?
We, as far as I know, I'm not a forensic scientist in this field, but so as far as I know, we just have their word to go on. Although, as I say that, I'm thinking perhaps the athletic commissions, New York Athletic Commission, the fight took place in New York, so perhaps the athletic commissions, that's something I'll look into for a later date, perhaps for the Monday show. I'll write it down. Does the New York State Athletic Commission release figures or have figures to be released? I'm writing this down. That's a good question. Does the New York State Athletic Commission release purse figures? Yes, I think it's a really good point, because people are just not buying this 10 million. It does not seem kosher. It doesn't add up. It's not making sense. If 10 million was the upper limit that people have for what he could have earned against Fury, how the hell, and that's the upper limit, how the hell did he get paid 10 million off the bat for a Showtime card, non-PPV? Yeah, they could have found some extra money from somewhere, but 10 million or making up 6 million, a 6 million shortfall. They gave him a 6 million bonus. Highly suspicious. Highly suspicious. And let's go back into the chat. Let's go back into the chat. I'm looking at this here. Fat Apple's statement is a very interesting one about the WBC clean boxing program being run by Brett Yormark, something I had not come across before. It's something I will certainly be researching, because if that is true, then that is highly fascinating. Highly fascinating. Vada can't be beaten. I don't think Vada can be beaten, guys, says Tommy Temper. I concur. I concur. Ped has made some confessions about PEDs. Clearly not VADA tested at the time. Jim Reaper, if 1.5 is 30%, then 70% is only 3.5, 3.15. Yeah, I think it was 1.2. The figure I've seen for Breezel. Do I still have it up? I'm just checking on my computer here. No, I closed that. Right. So yeah, 1.2 is what Breezel is reported to have earned. Reputed to have earned. So that's sub 4 million. Anyway you cut it, 1.5, 1.2, that means sub 4 million for Wilder, based on the mandatory receiving 30%. We're still going through this chat. Smash that like button, folks. Smash that like button on your way in. A lot of chat going on. This is great. Where are we? The chat is live and active. Very active. Unrivaled Boxing is in the house. Good afternoon, Unrivaled. Okay. So, yeah, we're getting the maths. We're getting deep into the maths now. Tommy Temper saying 1.5 equals 30%. 5.0 equals 70%. So Tommy Temper's got that up as 5 mil. But remember,
those are wrong numbers, Raph.
The numbers you gave.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Okay, yeah. So I've still got it at sub 4 mil for Wilder. It's 1.2.
I've got a 2.8 for Wilder.
2.8. Okay.
Yeah, because 10% is 0.4 of a million. Multiplied by 7 is 2.8 million.
2.8 million. Okay. I'm not a mathematical genius. So you've got it at 2.8 million. Okay. Well, 70%. Yeah, because you're subtracting. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So it's in between 2.8 million and 3.5 according to my mathematics. My mathematics says it's up to 3.5. The lower end is 2.8 or 2.9. Okay, I'll accept that. Where are we in the chat? Jim Reaper says Ped is actually Miller in disguise. Do we have Jarrell Miller? Have we got Big Baby in the chat? Do we have Big Baby in the chat? Unrivaled Boxing asked me, Raph, have you ever taken any PEDs? I have never in my life taken any PEDs, but working in the field I do, I I have known people, as my diplomatic answer is, I have known people who have taken PEDs in the past, and I have trained them, and I have seen the results of them. So I personally have not, but I have seen their results. Fat Apples, yes, mate, goes by the name of, obviously, Pedro TBV. Random stop by, told me Porky that Porky's was a, okay. Right. Breaking my chat. Ah, so I'm right. You have not been in the chat before, Jim Reaper. The good Reaper man. Right. Scrolling through. Scrolling through. We are scrolling through. John Dealey. Fitness affects your ability to concentrate, enabling you to make better decisions, to be more accurate. This is important in boxing as it is a mental battle. That is another argument. That's from John Dealey. Right. Trying to scroll through. I'm scrolling through. Unrivaled says he wants to see Undisputed or AJ versus Fury. That fight, that AJ versus Fury fight doesn't seem particularly close to me. It doesn't seem particularly close to me. I think all the focus is on the two guys with the belts getting together. That seems to be the focus right now. Tommy Temper, I don't want to make a choice. I want both. Fat Apples. Okay, no problem, Fat Apples. Yeah, I got you. Right, so you're saying you're not sure about the Yomark. The Yomark is running the clean boxing. No problem. That could have been a false flag. I'll still look into it, though, just in case. Anthony Willis is in the house. I think you're a first-timer. Are you a first-timer, Anthony Willis? Have you smashed that like button? Are you a first-timer? Have you smashed the subscribe bell icon? Anthony Willis says he probably got the 10 million, but the PBC is going broke. Well, I don't see how he got the 10 million. If PBC are going broke, that's another subject I need to research for a future show. Is the PBC going broke? That's another topic for my notebook. So if they're going broke, where would he get the 10 million from? Showtime aren't flush with money. So where did they get the extra 6 million from? 6 or 7 million from? 7 million? Let's call it 6.5. Where did they get the extra 6.5 million from? Someone reported that Breezel got $500,000, says Fat Apples. I would have to see a link for that, Fat Apples. So far, what I know is that the reported figure that Breezel got was 1.2. What is Boxing Scene, says Fat Apples. That's a website, boxing news website. Pretty good one at that. God of War, 5 million. God of War saying 5 million. If 1.5 is 30. Yeah, the figure was 1.2 million, sorry. The reported figure for Breezel's income is 1.2. 1.2 million, God of War. God of War says just multiply it by 33.3. That's an idea. That's an idea. I like that. It sounds sensible. 33.3. But it's not, but it's only 30% though. So would one multiply, would one find, where are we? Nelly. Yeah, Raph, I missed you earlier, your earlier live stream, as it was early in the morning. Oh, I forgot that you're from Australia. Sorry, my man. I forgot that you're in Australia. So what's the time difference between the UK and Australia, Nelly? What is the time difference? Or should I just go into Google and research that? Between UK and Australia. Yeah, what's time between the UK and Australia? Australia is 9 hours ahead of the United Kingdom. Okay, so if I start my stream at 9 p.m., you're 9 hours behind. So 9 p.m. means it's what? It's 12. 9 hours behind means it's 12 midday for you. 9 p.m., 9 hours behind, 12 midday. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what Google told me. Yeah, Nelly said I missed your earlier live stream as it was early in the morning in Australia. 9 hours behind or 9 hours ahead? I thought you guys were ahead. Oh, 9 hours ahead. 9 hours ahead. Yeah, that's what I thought. I read it wrong. So if it was 9 p.m. here, that's 6 a.m. in the morning for you guys. Oh, I got you. Morning time, but I still got time to listen to your lunchtime stream. Wicked, Nelly. So what time is it now then? If this starts at 12:30, let's just say 12, 9 hours ahead. Oh, okay. So 12 over here is 9 over there. So 12:30, 9:30 p.m. over there. Okay, I got you. Wicked. Excellente. Where are we? PC Jacob in the house. PC Jacob in the house. Fat apples. Where are we? No. Where are we here? Jim Reaper. I was talking about Fury's purse making no difference to his skill. No. Anthony Willis says no. Been here before. Excellente, Anthony Willis. Excellente. A UK guy? Or are you from abroad? Anthony Willis. Clement Aitulumu. Wilder and Joshua should sit down and make this fight happen in December. Just subscribe today and I hit the notification button. Yes, excellent. You come with interesting news, bro. Okay, respect. I appreciate that, Clement. Thank you very much. It's good to have you participating in the chat and as a new subscriber. I'm sure you hit that like button. Shiz Biz is in the house. Big up Raphie. Big up Shiz Biz. Big up chat. Yes. Jim Reaper says, round it up to 1.5 for 30%. So 60% is 3 million. Then add 10%, 1.5. So it's 3.15. Okay. 3,150,000. Yeah, that makes sense. So that seems to be the consensus argument. It's 3,150,000 for Wilder's split, according to WBC regulations. That's a far way away from the 10 million reported. Far way away from the 10 million reported. Significantly less than the 10 million. Okay. So we got estimates between 3.5 to 4. Yeah, it's in that region. Yes, yes, yes. Pablo is in the house. Pablo Diablo has populated the area. Depends on where you are in Australia. 8 to 11 hours says unrivaled. If Melbourne is 9. Yes, it's a big, 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 big territory. Hang on a minute, says Fat Apples. Wasn't Breezel mandatory? Yes, he was. If so, none of those numbers are correct. No, I think the numbers are correct, Fat Apples. The mandatory gets 30%, according to WBC standard rules and regulations. Regulations. Tommy Temper defending his numbers. I'm sure my numbers are correct. Put me on countdown and you'll see. Tommy Temper wants to go on countdown. Fat Apples, I thought Breezel took White's Mando. Mando shot. Yeah, he kind of did. He got the Mando shot rather than took it. He was given it by the WBC, who clearly seem reluctant to put Dillian White in against Wilder. Unrivaled says Percy's aren't always Mando splits. Johnny Blaze, 33, is in the house. Salute to you, Johnny. Good to have you. God of War says it could be true that they paid Wilder 10 mil, but then Showtime made a huge loss on that. Why take the hit? Nobody knows. Yeah, why take the hit? Why take the hit? Mind you, maybe they took the hit to keep Wilder. To keep Wilder. Jim Reaper says, lol, Raph's about 10 minutes behind on the chat. Yeah, man, I'm back. I need one of those time machines to get back into the future. Yeah, I don't want to put slow mode on. Then people only get to write one sentence or one statement per minute. Don't want to do that. No, I think I'm good. I'm there. I made it. I skipped the in-chatting stuff and just stuck to the main boxing stuff. So that's how I got good. That's how I got good. I use my smarts. I still don't believe Wilder got 10 mil. I can imagine Breezel throwing up. Throwing up. He got 10 times less than Deontay, no matter what Al says. No Mando gets 25%. No, the Mando gets 25%, Raphie. Champion gets 30 minimum. Yeah, I said before that's disputed. It's disputed about what? It's disputed about. Yeah, just write your questions in the chat, Unrivaled. Fat Apple says no Mando gets 25%. Champion gets 30 minimum. Yeah, I said it's disputed about how much exactly the split is. I said it could be 30%, could be 25%. Either way, the figures do not stack up. Well, Wilder gave Ortiz 19%. 19% of reported figures. It's well cloak and dagger. Leighton Evelyn is in the area. It's very cloak and dagger. It's very cloak and dagger. That's how Al Heyman runs his shizzle. Cloak and dagger is the order of the day. So Deontay, Fat Apple says, so Deontay took over 90% versus Breezel. Not a chance. Not a chance. Pablo, big up Raphie. Pablo Diablo. That's what I always see when I see your name, Pablo Diablo. That's what I always see. I always think that. Fat apples. Interesting though. Leighton Evelyn. Fat apples. The purse was about 4.5 mil. With 5 mil to the promotional company. Leighton, is that speculation? Are you speculating that, Leighton? Is that just what you're surmising? What you surmise? Unrivaled Boxing, nope. Unrivaled Boxing, peace. Yeah, peace out, Unrivaled. Peace out, bro. Johnny Blaze, 33. Yeah, Fat Apples, Ortiz got 19%. These guys need better representation. Anthony Willis. They most likely did take the hit. Showtime alluded to financially supporting Wilder. The PBC and Showtime are desperately trying to remain relevant. Yes. That's one hell of a hit. I did an accidental yes there. It's all good.
Raph, could I just ask a question?
Jump in, mate. Jump in.
Yeah. Was Ortiz a mandatory or voluntary?
Ortiz, let me think from my memory. Ortiz was a voluntary. Yeah. He's only
And is the split different for that?
Yeah, different rules for voluntaries. I think that's more your free flow.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Ortiz, because remember, he's only had 2 mandatory since he's become champ. The first one was that nonsense where Stavern sat out for the best part of 2 years and remained mandatory after their first fight. And the second one is Breezel, this Breezel dude. So he's only had 2 mandatories in all of his pretty much 4 years now. 4 years now as a champion. Come in and share your thoughts for a second, Tommy. Come in and share your thoughts.
It's a bit noisy around here.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave it for later.
Yeah, leave it for later. That's no problem. That's no problemo at all. Okay. I'm just changing positions. I'm changing positions. It is hotter than a mother. It is hotter than a mother up in here. This place really retains the heat, which is good in the winter. In the summertime, yeah, it is warm. Okay, so I think we've pretty much gone extensive. We have gone extensive with that, with the financial breakdown element. So now let us move on. Let me see what the next topic is. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. This is a big one. This is a big one. Right. What did Fat Apple just say here? What did Fat? Okay, that's taken care of. Yeah, I think that's shown. That was in hidden, but it's now shown. That's fine. Okay, so this next topic here. For those who don't know, I think I played the intro video, played the video as an intro, but there it has been reported. Matter of fact, wait a second. Let me get the thing up as a screen share. Here we are. Using technology. Screen share. Application window. Is this the one? Let's share. Okay, it should be up on your screen now. Well, it will be in about 5 seconds when you take into account the delay. So, in fact, let me look on my mobile, see when you get it. Okay, you've got it up on your screens now. So, Shelly Finkel states, do I scroll? Should I scroll with this baby? Yeah. Shelly Finkel, Wilder's co-manager, states that the Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua dates to be revealed in 2 weeks. So, let me be very clear here. What Shelly Finkel has said is that the dates, the actual dates for Anthony Joshua v. Wilder fight and Tyson Fury v. Wilder fight are to be revealed in 2 weeks' time. So what's that saying? That's saying that they're in talks and that, I'll just keep the headline up there so it's clear for everybody. So they're in talks and they are presumably, according to this, in advanced talks. They are in advanced talks. So now they've got to the stage of making dates. So one can only presume and surmise that they have agreed terms. Yeah, I've just come up with that one. If they're talking about dates, obviously they talked about money before they talked about dates. They must have talked about money before they talked about dates. So since money was the sticking point, one can only surmise from this that the money issues have been resolved. The sticking points theoretically, well, the sticking points must have been resolved if they've got to the point of discussion where they're talking about dates. Let me go back into the chat. Let me go back into the chat. Let's see what the preliminary responses are to that. What the hell? Why did we jump from that to that? This percentage split thing. Hold on. Why have we? Okay, I see what's happening there. I see what's happening there. I see exactly what's happening there. I see exactly what's happening there. There we are. Go back to that. All right. So I'm reading the chat. I'm scrolling through the chat. I've left that thing up on the screen so you can see the headlines. It would be more difficult to see the finer case letters, the lowercase, the finer case letters, lowercase. Tommy Semper says it would be interesting to see how much David Hay made from Haymaker Promotions. So I guess the chat, Ortiz, I believe, is in a negotiation pawn to make Wilder v. AJ faster, says Jalik the leader. Jalik the leader has populated the area. Good to have you, Jalik. I think this is your first time. I don't remember seeing you in the chat before. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe if you like what you see here. Much appreciated. So let's get into the chat. Let's get into the chat. Okay, this is interesting stuff. Lane Evelyn is saying, Ortiz wasn't a mandatory, so no 30% needed, says Jim the Reaper. He goes FFF. He goes FFS. Ortiz wasn't a mandatory, FFS. Jim Reaper's getting hot under the collar, folks. Getting hot under the collar. Pop a window, Jim. Pop a window. Fat Apple says Ortiz was a voluntary. Yes, you are correct. Ortiz was a voluntary. Ortiz was a voluntary. Clement Italum says yes. Ortiz was a voluntary. Shiz biz. Yes. 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 Lol. Ortiz accepts 500K for Wilder, but rejects 7 mil versus AJ. Oh man. Yeah, that's some madness. That's a madness right there. That's a madness. Utter madness. The chat is on fire with this percentage split. You see, people try to tell me money doesn't matter. Yo, money does matter. The chat is on fire with this percentage split. It's on fire with this percentage split. It's mad. People care about percentages. There is no doubt about it. You care, I care, we care. You know, it's bad to see Breezel get ripped off. You know, Breezel was a body. Yes, I understand that, but still, it's not pleasurable to see a man get ripped off like that. If Wilder did make anywhere near 10 million, which I severely doubt, then Breezel got done over pretty badly. But the chat's moved on now talking about Wilder's promotional company. Well, we have to bear in mind that Wilder was not the promoter. Wilder's promotional company, what did Wilder's promotional company actually promote? I think Wilder's promotional company, what's it called? Bomb Squad Promotions. I think that's just a way of giving Wilder some extra money. I don't think Wilder's promotional company actually promotes. He just sets up a company and say, okay, you're the promoters, but cut me off a slice. Cut me off a slice. But a 6 million slice? A 6 million slice of a non-pay-per-view promotion, a non-pay-per-view fight? Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. Although they had to give him some money to stay, obviously. They obviously had to give Wilder some money to stay because he was promised, well, he had an offer. He had an offer of 20 million from the zone. So obviously, let's get out of this thing now. So obviously, in order for the zone, where are we? Yeah, let's stop sharing. Stop sharing. So in order for the zone to, or rather, in order for Showtime to keep Wilder, and clearly they would have to cut him off a chunk. Smash that like button, folks. Smash that like button. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I've been told by a man over in the States that it helps with the visibility of the show. Yeah. So for Wilder, for Showtime to keep Wilder, clearly they had to cut him off a chunk. So they had to find some money from somewhere. So maybe in paying his promotional company, cutting him off a chunk. Maybe that's the way they found to pay him. That's his enticement. That was his sweetener. They had to give him a sweetener. That was his sweetener. Okay. Now let's get back into the chat. Okay. People are non-believing. People don't believe Shelly. People are not believing Shelly in the chat. That's become very, very clear. This article was taken from, where was it? The Sun. This article was taken from The Sun. They have a very credible sports team. So it's not like the tabloid element. Although I don't read the Sun, so I don't know anymore. But yeah, this is from their sports wing, so to speak. Very reasonably credible. Reasonably credible. So let's see what the chat is saying. Shelley done an interview on Talk Sports as well. That is interesting. That is interesting. Let me just hop over to Sports Talk. Let me just hop over to Sports Talk. Shelley Finkel. Sports Talk, Shelley Finkel. And let's put on there Deontay Wilder. So we should narrow this baby in. All right, what we got? Deontay Wilder co-manager Shelley Finkel reveals next 3 fights will be Anthony. This is interesting, is it not? This is Talk Sport. Let's click on that and let's share. Let's click and share. You know how we do around here. We click and share. Screen share. Application window. Is that the window I want? Plan of attack. Plan of attack. Deontay Wilder's co-manager Shelley Finkel reveals next 3 fights will be Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Luis Ortiz. I'm presuming they've got that in reverse order. I'm presuming they've got that in reverse order. I think you can see that on the screen. Can you see that on the screen okay? I got it on my mobile here. Looks fine. Deontay Wilder's co-manager Shelley Finkel reveals the next 3 fights will be Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Luis Ortiz. Yeah, I think they've got that in reverse order. That is what I think. And this is for a different source. This is from Talk, as we see there on the screen, Talk Sport. Deontay Wilder will face Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury within his next 3 fights, according to co-manager Shelley Finkel. The WBC heavyweight champion successfully. Yeah, we know that. We know that. There he is. Wilder, Fury. What else? It's been rumored that a rematch with Ortiz. Yeah. No, the rumors are not true. This is something we're working on now. Hopefully by next week it will be resolved. I had dinner the other night with John Skipper, Dan's chairman. We discussed the Joshua fight, and I also have been in touch with Top Rank. In the next 2 weeks, everything will be done. It will be said publicly what we are doing, and I believe the UK fans will also be happy. Those were the words of Shelley Finkel. Just seeing here, Nigel Ben's son. Or is it Harley? Is this one Harley? Yeah, it looks like his body's really small. Damn. Lennox Lewis has gone full gray with the beard. Lennox Lewis has gone full gray with the beard. Around this region, around the whiskers, full gray. Stop dyeing it. Damn. Get a little bit of black dye in there, Lennox. Why look old when you don't need to? It's unnecessary. It's up to you, though. So we have it in multiple sources, or from multiple sources. Zenoff balling up there. Yeah, we have it from multiple sources. Eddie Hearn insists Anthony Joshua v. Wilder must happen next. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we have that in multiple sources, but there's the headline: Plan of attack. Deontay Wilder's co-manager Shelly Finkel reveals next three fights will be Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Luis Ortiz. Okay, let's stop sharing. Come out of that. Drop that. Back to the live chat. Okay. Let's get up to date. Right. Feminine angry dwarf is saying Shelly's only this thing is moving. Moving. It's on heat. The chat is on heat. He's only saying Ortiz, Fury, Joshua to take the heat off him. As soon as Ortiz is done, he will start moaning about Hearn and Aram and how they are not being respectful enough. So it's Kownacki. But we tried. We tried our best to work with those guys, but we found them very difficult to work with. They were most uncooperative and very disrespectful. You know what, Feminine Angry Dwarf? The way he's put himself out there, the way he's put himself out with a very, very clear statements. Very clear statements. I am for the first time inclined to believe that we'll see in the next couple of weeks, but I'm inclined to believe this time that there could be substance to Shelly Finkel's claims. He's never come out and said anything like this before. He said we're in talks, but this is different. He's saying dates will be revealed. That's different. That is very, very different. Shelly Finkel is coming out and clearly and categorically stating that dates will be revealed, which indicates to me that the financial aspect of the deal, the financial aspects of the deal have already been addressed, taken care of, and dealt with. So it seems to me that this is a very clear message that the financial aspects of the deal have been dealt with. They have come to an agreement financially. I hope it's not 50-50. That would make me spew. I would hate that thought. Wilder has not done enough to deserve 50-50. No way. He's been eating cherries for the whole of his career up until Ortiz and then Fury, which was last year. That's totally unacceptable to me. I hope it's nowhere near 50-50. 40% was ample, in my opinion. Okay. Where are we in this chat? Joshua ticket sales doing very, very well. AJ Jalik, the leader. AJ so far is doing a great job of building his profile in the States. Thumbed up, says Feminine Angry Dwarf. Damn, I hate working Sundays. It makes me late for the yes. Says the Feminine Angry Dwarf. I'd really like to know more about that name, how it came about. Promoters are playing chess, says Tommy Temper. Tommy Temper says, Jim, take a pill. What kind of pill? God of War. Wilder will fight Ortiz and Kownacki. Nobody else. Nobody else. Forgot who just said that. Tommy Temper says Raph don't want to get old. No. No, getting old there's no problem. There's no problem with getting old, bro. I mean, you don't have to look old. There's no problem with getting older, but you don't have to look old. You know, you can, just slap a little bit of Grecian 2000 on. No problem with that. Bit of Grecian 2000, as long as you don't have an allergic reaction to it. We'll go for the henna, the natural alternative. Go for the henna. It's natural. God of War, Charlie Zentoff won that fight. This thing is just skipping on me. It's on heat. It's just skipping. I'm reading something. It just dives up. What have I missed here? Zelentov did last longer than Breezel. That is true. That is true. Plus, there was a lot of talking in between that stretched out that round. That was a long round. We won't get the fight till next year, says the last one. Is there any boxing on Sky tonight? I don't know, Leighton. I really haven't checked it out. I'm going out tonight, so if there is, I'm going to miss it. Wilder went soft on Charlie C. Oh, yeah, Yuri Fury. Thanks for reminding me, last one. Yuri Fury is fighting on Channel 5 tonight, free to air. So you can tune into the Yuri Fury fight live tonight on Channel 5. No PPV necessary. Fat Apple says, yeah, dates like November 22nd, 2028. I hope so. I don't trust Winkle one little bit, but it's a big statement at a time when everybody has their eyes on the big one. Indeed, that says feminine angry dwarf. Yeah, I don't think he's BSing. I don't think he's BSing because it's a very categorical statement. There is no wiggle room in that. There is no wiggle room. He clearly states the dates will be released within the next 2 weeks. Where is the wiggle room? There is no wiggle room. There is no wiggle room. The Yuri Fury fights on Channel 4 tonight, Shizbiz. Tommy Temper says Yuri Fury making 10 bills. 10 bills fighting on Channel 5. 10 big ones. 10 big ones. 10 bills. Sam Sexton is the face of boxing since his Yuri Fury fight. Got 3 times more views than Wilder's last fight. My name is from debating with BFTB. He kept blocking me and making me change my names. So I made one that represented him. Feminine angry. I get you. I get you. He didn't find it funny, banned me full time, but now I like the name. Feminine angry dwarf. I always wondered where that name came from. Always wondered. I got banned by FA. What's FAD? I know somebody's already asked, and I know I've missed it, but the chat just screams past. Feminine F. Oh yeah, I got banned. FAD. Oh yeah. Feminine angry dwarf. FAD. I got you. Leighton Evelyn. Fight start from 2 a.m. on Sky Sports Action. Haney v. Moran. Hunter v. Maldonado, and Hergovic versus Corbin. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good spot, Pablo. Pablo Diablo came through. BFTB reminds me of those aggressive true. That's probably the best description I've heard yet. BFTV reminds me of those aggressive chihuahuas. That's funny as hell. Everybody's been banned. Yo, he made me a mod. What's going on? What's going on? Fat apples. Everybody's been banned. I had a few accounts banned for outsmarting him. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, Leighton Evelyn, that's a nice one. That's a funny one to Pablo. It is. It is a good one. Leighton Evelyn, Higovic, I want to see this dude. Pablo, in reverse order though, Leighton. Yeah, me too. Higovic, Jim Reaper, Paulie Malignaggi is bare knuckle fighting tonight. That's going to be terrible. That's going to be terrible. I don't know why Paulie came back. I don't know why Paulie came back. Higovic and Ajaba are the best prospects out there. Nelly, Feminine Angry Dwarf. Jim, Tommy Temper says, Jim, I got Paulie. Where's the bare knuckle fight? Man, I didn't watch the first set. Tommy Temper says BFTB thinks of you as his stepfather. Oh dear. I must be a father figure to him, but I think he's older than me though. Tommy Temper. Yeah. Feminine Angry Dwarf. I love Paulie May. Paulie May? Mal? I wish he wasn't doing this. He's one of my favorite new ringside guys. Yeah, I like his analysis. I do enjoy his analysis. Pablo Diablo, Ajagba is a future world champ for real. He needs to work on his speed though. Yeah, I totally agree. He needs to work on his speed. Definitely needs to work on his speed. It seems, no question. Fat Apples, BTFB, probably the worst boxing channel out there. Delusional wise. Apart from that, Ticket TV, Fannin and Bluebird closely behind. Making out Wilder's bigger in the UK than AJ. Well, let me speak on that. Now, let's go through the list. BFTB. Now, the only reason I found BFTB, Aaron Mason. Shout out to Aaron Mason. I think he was doing his exams, something to do with architecture, architectural surveyor. I think he was doing his exams a couple of weeks ago, and now he's job hunting. I think that was the schedule he told me about. So shout out to Aaron Mason, one of the original guys, the original ones. You won't see him very much now because he's just finished his exams and he's looking job hunting. But yeah, he'll be back. Aaron Mason, shout out to him. Now, the only reason I found BFTB was because Aaron Mason said, Raph, jump on this BFTB guy thing. Jump on, school him. Don't school this guy. I never knew who the hell he was. So I said, let me take a look. At that point, it was early in me setting up this channel. So my time was taken up extensively dealing with this channel. I hopped over there. I looked at it for about 3 minutes and I hopped immediately off. I thought that thing is a mess. That is a warm mess. It was just chaotic. There was chaos. There was cursing. There was this. There was that. It was like, It was like walking into a war zone. I just hopped in, 3 minutes, hopped out. Said, no way. No, thank you. But then once you go on a channel, it kind of pops up every now and then. I see every now and then it pop up on my recommendations or whatnot. And I popped on again. And this time I listened for a few minutes and I thought, hold on a second. He was saying, if you send your email, if you don't send your email, you're out of here. That was a polite way of saying it. And I was like, hold on, this guy is like saying that people are afraid to put their email in to debate him. And I thought, I listened to the topic and it appealed to me. And, I sent my email. And the rest is history, And then he made me a mod. So maybe there is something with a father figure thing. But like I said, I'm pretty sure he's older than me. Pretty sure of that. No doubt in my mind. BTFB, yeah. So, and then going down the list. Ticket TV. I was subscribed to Ticket TV. I was subscribed. I don't know, early part of this year, late last year, maybe early part of this year. I did hit the subscribe button. And then every 5 minutes, there was a new notification of some new crap. It seems like he ends one stream and starts another. Seems like this guy's streaming full time, 24 hours a day. It was ridiculous. So I unsubscribed from Ticket TV. It was a pain in the ass. There was another notification every 5 minutes. I said, hey, get out of here. And you're not even talking nothing sensible. So he got on my banned list. Fanon TV. I've never watched Fanon in my entire life. I think I seen a clip of his on somebody else's video and didn't appeal to me. Blue Blood. I have watched a few 5-minute segments of his stuff, but probably not in the last 2 months. So those guys, no. I should watch Blue Blood more because he's like comedy. He gives comedy gold. He does come up with material for some of my videos if I did watch him. The only one I used to watch, and I don't even watch him anymore, I should, because he's comedy gold as well, is Barbershop Conversations. Barbershop Conversations. He is hilarious. Unintentionally hilarious. But no, I don't really hit that like button, folks. I know there's some folks who have not smashed that like button. Please hit that like button. Smash it. BFTB needs to get himself a miss. Mrs. Nelly, yo, Raphael. Got to go. It's 11:06 here. So looking forward to your upcoming videos. Most definitely. Respect to you as always. Likewise, Nelly. Back at you, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. Pablo. Watching BFTB is a shame. I'm banned. It's a shame I'm banned, though. I love watching BFTV. It's a shame I'm banned, though. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, I watch him every now and then. But no, I feel as if I have to get on when I hear his views, which are opposite to my views. I feel like I want to jump on, but I just kind of limit that to like once a month or so. Once a month, I'll jump on. That's why I don't go over there too regularly, because when I hear what he's saying, I'm tempted to jump on all the time. And like AD said, you don't really want to be jumping on all the time. I was listening to him the other day and he had arguments which I knew I could decimate easily decimate. And I think I decimated some of those arguments previously, but he was rehashing them. He was rehashing some arguments I'd already decimated. So I just left him to it. Came out of there. Fat apples. I like watching him up to a point and laughing and counting the lies per video. 100%. Yeah. Unrivaled has just said, I'd rather be told you don't know or don't have no idea or interest than to be ignored in the chat. I always say I don't know if I don't know. Sorry, bud, but unsubbed. Yeah. Sorry, unrivaled, bro. Sorry, you unsubbed, bro. But I like to keep in the stream of what's happening in my chat. You know. So yeah, sorry about that, bro. All right, latest. I like to keep in the stream of the chat and what's happening rather than take divergent moves. Okay, peace out, unrivaled. Salute. Fat apples. He's so easy to wind up, and every time he does that weak ass laugh, he loses. He's lost the debate. 100%. 100%. Fat apples. Yeah, so easy. Jim the Reaper. The Reaper Jim. What about YV Fury for Diamond, Raph? Can we have a topic change? Yeah. Sure. We can do that. Can we have a topic change to that? Can we? Yeah, I just received a personal message I found very funny, and that's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at your suggestion, Jim Reaper. It's a good suggestion. What about White v Fury for that diamond, Raf? Can we have a topic change to that? Yes, we do a topic change. AA Boxing and Blunts. I would like World Breaker and Fannin at times. I like World Breaker and Fan at times, but Blue Blood and Ticket, I can't deal with. No way will Ticket, no way will I ever watch a Ticket TV shizzle again. No way. It's full of, I can't tell you how much it's unappealing to me. It's extremely unappealing. Topic change. Recommended topic change. I support the topic change, but I need to get through this. Hey, Boxing and Blunts. Fat Apples, he blocked me within 30 seconds of being in his chat. I like some LDBC channels and talk more boxing with them. Never liked LDBC. Says Feminine Angry Dwarf. Never liked them. Never liked the LDBC content, but the only time they've really angered me is when they turned on Andre Ward like a pack of starving dogs. Yo, I had an early video about that. I was watching them back in the day. Back in the day, was I watching them? I watched a few. I watched primarily, what's his name? Barbershop Conversations. The first time I started tuning into Barbershop Conversations, I thought he was an intelligent guy. He was talking about how to invest your money in property and this and that. And that's what I knew him as. I knew him as that intelligent guy who invests his money in property and seemed to be doing very well. I had no idea about the other side. And then slowly but surely he always came over so intelligently. And slowly but surely I saw the other side of Barbershop where he was just, wow, I wouldn't even know how to describe him, put it into words. Well, I have put it into words into previous videos. Feel free to go back to my earliest videos, the earliest ones, where I talk about some of Barbershop's rantings, and I counteract. How did he block you? How did he block you, AA? You're a Wilder fan. Hey, what I don't get is how many Matchroom monks watch the LDBC channels, just a bitch. That's from AA Boxing Blunts. Pablo. When he plays that Hurt So Bad song and starts crying with laughter, it's so cringe. It is cringe. I spoke to him in private and he got upset. That's a shame. That's a shame. The Boxing Jedi. Good morning, Vietnam. How you doing, Boxing Jedi? Good to have you in here. Good to have you. Angry Feminine Dwarf. Oh, that song. When he serenaded. Yeah, BFTB loves to play me that love song. That Lauryn Hill song. The worst part about it is that I actually like that song. But I don't appreciate a man. I don't appreciate a man playing me love songs. No disrespect to anybody. I don't, just for future reference, please. I don't want no man playing me love songs. Boxing Jedi, Raphie, up, dudes up. Fat apples. Okay, maybe I could spend all day in the chat. You guys are very entertaining. Tommy Temper, Barbershop is a failed politician. Boxing Jedi, yes he is. Boxing Jedi. Barbershop don't know shizzle about boxing. Leighton Evelyn, Devin Havey card. This chat is jumping. I think White he's got more of a chance. Okay, last topic. We've been in here for a while now. And the last topic is Fat Apple says BFTB. Get BFTB back and play him some Elton John. Okay, last topic because we've been here for a while. So before we close down, last topic. It was a suggestion and I like it. What are the chances? This is going to be a quick one. What are the chances that the WBC? Yeah, shout out to the Boxing Jedi, most definitely. What are the chances? Last topic, Eric Rosa has populated the area. Eric Rosa is in the house. Smash that like button, Eric. I know you probably already have. Get this smoke. I always get here late. No problem, get this smoke. It's the last topic. It's been a good show. You can always catch it on replay. Last topic as suggested by the Reaper Jim. I like it. It's going to be a quick one. What are the chances? This is my question to you, the chat. What are the chances that the WBC go for Tyson Fury's suggestion that he will fight Dillian White? Dillian the Body Snatcher White he will fight him for the diamond belt. What are the chances? What are the chances? Tommy Temper, the Jedi. I don't see you in the chat. Yeah, he's there. He's there. I see him. Get him on here, Raph. Leighton Evelyn says, get the dwarf on here. Okay. Well, I will try. But I think YB's got him so animated right now. I don't think it's the right time to ask. Him. And YB has got BW, what is his name? DW40, BFTB. YB's got BFTW40 so animated. I don't think he's going to be receptive to coming over to a UK chat right about now. But I'll be gentle. I'll be gentle with him. I'll get him on here. Right. So the question is, what are the chances that the WBC, what are the chances that the WBC accept Tyson Fury's suggestion that the Dillian White fight before the WBC, what is it, diamond belt, platinum belt, diamond belt? Diamond belt. Okay, people have responded to this. Some people have responded to this already. So let me get into it. The last topic. Donovan Williams is in the house. Respect, Donovan. This has been a long one, unexpectedly long one. Yes. Eric Rosas. Let's see what people are saying. Pablo Diablo says no chance. Feminine Angry Dwarf says no chance the WBC go for that. Fat Apple says they are shook about the diamond belt comments. I would say 5%. We're back to the percentage points. Donovan Williams, I don't see it happening. Get this smoke for the diamond belt, 0% chance. 0% chance. This thing just jumped on me. The chat just jumped on me. Diamond belt. Tommy Temper. Fury, Pablo Diablo says Fury is the master manipulator. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Feminine Angry Dwarf. BW40 is one of the few substances not found in Big Baby Miller's urine or blood samples. That is true. Feminine Angry Dwarf, none. They ain't doing that. They ain't doing it. Feminine Angry Dwarf, they're starving. They're saving that for AJ Wilder. Get this smoke. White has never been a champ anywhere. He's a silver champ, I believe. Get this smoke. White is a silver champ, WBC silver champ. He's been paying them. What do you call it? What's that fee you call them? What they pay? He's been paying fees for fighting for their belts. What is it? Commission fees. He's been paying commission fees to the WBC for some time, but they're showing him no love and protecting. Seems like they're protecting Wilder from the wrath of Dillian White. Leighton Evelyn says, smash that like button. Smash that like button. We're on our way out. Sanctioning fees. There we go. The Boxing Jedi. Got to get you on here one of these days, the Boxing Jedi. Got to get you on the... We're gonna talk and we'll find a time that's good for you. That we're live. The Boxing Jedi. I'll hit you up in private chat. Feminine Angry Dwarf. I know it's the heavyweight version, but they are desperate to give it to Canelo Alvarez. Boxing Jedi says, yes, sir, most definitely. Boxing Jedi is entertaining. He most certainly is. He most certainly is. All right, guys. How long have I kept you? We got on for, what is it? 12:45. 1:45, 2:56. You should give him that saber. You should get on there. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. That would be funny as hell. Fury's lies are boring now. First, he says, first hour days, he's giving money to the homeless. Next, he's private about his philanthropy. Yes. Fury is a character. He can be funny, but I don't like the lying. A little white lie, a little fib. But talking about something like 4 to 7 million, giving that to the homeless and not doing it if he hasn't done it, I don't know. That's distasteful. That's not cool. I don't mind his little fibs here and there. I don't mind him twisting the truth. But don't say you're going to give 5 to 7 million to the charity and not do it. Don't say you're going to give 5 to 7 mil to charity and not do it or not show it clearly that you've done it. Don't come out. Don't publicly say you're going to do it and then say no, my philanthropy is private. It's a contradiction. That's too big a contradiction. Pablo Diablo says, right hook that like button. Right hook that. Matter of fact, if it don't work first time, hit it with a combo. Yeah. Boxing Jedi. Really, man, I got tons of work for him. You got to go in slow, though. Get him in his comfort zone. Going nice and easy. Don't go on the attack straight away. Going nice and easy and then work into it. Oh, dear. Sanctioning fees paid by all, not just white. Yeah, that says get that smoke. Get that smoke says that. He's been on the clean WCDC clean boxing program for some years. Dillian White has been playing ball with them, but they haven't played ball with him. But I think he should stay on their necks. Don't give up now, Dillian. Keep on. Stay on their necks. No, you don't call him out. You go on his channel nice and easy. Boxing Jedi says, should I call him out? Absolutely not. You go on his channel one day. Hopefully let us know when. If not, we'll still catch it. You go on his channel nice and gently. And you're nice and polite. Make some I don't even know if you should make some comments because they're going to time you out. They're going to time you out. Just nice and gently say, Mr. BFTB, I'm quite interested in the topic of such and such, whatever topic he's talking about. And then you say, can we discuss it? As a matter of fact, just put your link in. Just put your link in. Just send your email details. Say, yes, I like this topic. I like this topic, blah, 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 politely, and then put your email address in there. Boom, get on nice and gently. Don't call him out. No way. He'll block you. Will you be live for AJ Ruiz? 100%. We are live for AJ Ruiz. 100%. The chat demands it. I respond to it. 100%. Yes, Jedi, call him out. No, don't call him out. Just go in nice and gently. Nice and gently. Get your email in and then get you working. Gently, though. Get that working gently. Make it a slow roast. Slow roast. Slow roasting. I hope I can stay awake for Joshua Reed, says Leighton Evelyn. Because Spurs are playing Champions League football. Now I'll be pissed. You got to pace yourself, Leighton. You got to pace yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I've kept you for far too long. You've been far too kind. You've been far too kind. Far too kind. And guys, we've got days to get on with. Make sure you have a productive day. The sun has gone in, but it's still warm. It's still warm out there. Over in the UK, a bit muggy, but still warm. Guys, this is the final roll call. It's been great that you could have been here today. Feminine Angry Dwarf. It's the Tommy Temper, the Leighton Evelyn, the Tommy, yeah, the we got the Pablo Diablo. It's the Boxing Jedi. It's the Get This Smoke. It's the Feminine Angry Dwarf. It's the Pablo. It's the Eric Rosa. It's the Donovan Williams. It's the Fat Apples. Big in here today. Who else we got? It's the Don Hearn. It's the AA Boxing and Blunts. Who else we got? I don't want to miss anybody. Who else we got? It's the God of War. It's the Jim Reaper. Who else we got? Who else we got? It's the Daniel Prescott. Danielle. Is that Danielle or Daniel? Looks like Danielle. It's the Danielle Prescott. Nice to have you in here. It's the Lost One. WON. It's the Shiz Biz. It's the Jalik the Leader. Who else we got? Who have I missed? Who have I missed? Don't want to miss nobody. Scrolling up at a rapid rate. Scrolling up, it's the Anthony Willis, the Jim the Reaper, the Nelly from Australia. It's the Johnny Blaze. It's the Shiz Biz. Who else we got? Who else we got? I think that is it. It's the God of War. I think that is it. That completes the final roll call. Much thanks that you could, Eric Rosa. Much thanks that you could join us. Join me. Join us. Yes. It was the Unrivaled and the AA. Guys, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Me, you, us. It's a have a blessed day. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the live lunchtime boxing talk with Raphie. It's the blessed. It's the peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out from Tommy Temper. Go check his channel. Peace out from all of us. Have a blessed day, and we are out.